70 and
Golf Echo
direct
Mike.
Golf Echo Mike, speedbird 47 Charlie.
Good, that's a nice one. So there's the beams, straight away, ching. So we're going straight past the ADIS FIR point, which was Alram. I'm going to put that in as a fix.
We're now back live.
Way.
Oh good. Hello everybody, sorry we missed you. Something strange going on with Twitch.
We're back.
Oh.
We're back and better. Better, back and ready to go.
Anybody know what...
You want this one? I do believe we're still level at 240.
That's better.
Do you want me to log in with mine, Peter?
Sorry mate.
Do you want me to log in on it for you, because I've got to log in.
Oh yeah, okay, if you wouldn't mind, yeah. Top.
You're welcome.
I shut it down, see if I can get it to work properly, but of course you then have to log in again.
Oh, the internet appears to be offline.
That range ring, Luke, there is for Ankara.
Okay.
Which is where we go if we have a problem.
Like there before, haven't we?
Did we? What, in that
Ankara, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, quite probably. I, not me personally, but yeah.
Yeah, Peter.
Thank you. Alright.
Yeah, guys, we're back. We're back. Clover, hello. Sorty, hello. Thanks for all the hosts as well, guys. It's really good. Hello, Nightbot. Welcome to you.
Canardi, are you on? Are you not on our comms then? Because I can't hear your voice.
Can you not?
It's very weak, anyway.
How about now?
Hello.
Oh, do I have it on the wrong thing? Okay, Tom.
Hello.
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 Hello. Thank you.
Peter's just having some finger trouble.
Yeah, it's working now, thank you. Maybe Gary hasn't paid his subscription.
Guys, how's that camera doing? Oh, donation!
Donations! Woohoo! What we got? Oh, this looks a big one. What we got here?
That's what Mavis
Right,
said,
it's
wasn't
10. 10. Very good. Clover 82, thank you very much. You've been fantastic so far. Keep up and going. Was great to be with you on the LYTV LTBA as Ryanair 778 Whiskey. If you remember him.
it? Well done, Clover.
Or her. Thank you very much indeed.
Camera's dying again. Okay, I'll turn it back.
Glad I'm not master of social secretary. I'd be lost on that.
Oh dear.
Because all the talent has gone to Heathrow Tower for the foreseeable 3 or 4 hours, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Have a look around Heathrow Tower with Benny.
There we go. So the camera should be getting fixed soon, so it's
Not all the talent, Luke.
it's all in hand. There's
And
new
that.
cables on the way. The lunch order is in.
Fantastic.
Dave's in the galley.
Perfect.
I've got nasty hair on this sock. Hello. That's fine, Lemon. We'll keep it on this one. Well, it is a CCTV feed. We need you guys to keep an eye on us, don't we? So.
Done it again. I've lost all my feed now. Never mind.
Alright guys, we'll leave it like this. Gary's on the case with the camera, so no need to worry about it.
Which one is it?
This one.
Ah.
Very good, very good.
Well, the weather in Ankara looks alright, but we'll get some anyway. Just make sure we know what we're doing.
Yep.
Yes, no, it's in a good. The old nose cam is pretty good on in daylight, of course. In the dark, it's a bit pointless.
Oh.
Done.
Jammed.
Wriggles had knocked it earlier. Yeah, that explains it then. If Dave's knocked it, Wriggles, then camera doesn't stand a chance.
Cloud at 4,000 feet.
Alright, so we can go in there.
Yeah. It's doable.
Good. Interesting approaches there. I just happen to know from FSX, never done it for real, but quite interesting RNAV to ILS, RNAV stars to ILS, quite pretty.
Oh right.
Quite
Where was
pretty.
that, Peter, you say?
Ankara, just down
okay.
there.
Just down there.
Just down there, mate.
Just down there, mate.
Oh, I see, these still haven't been used yet.
Al-Ram that he keeps talking about is the FIR boundary with Tehran.
Ah.
And if you do this for real, you have to contact a military radar controller before you get there. Want to go? Otherwise, they shoot you down. Fair enough, you know. They're all very friendly. They just if you don't call them, they shoot you down.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
But apart from that,
Yes. Very nice people. Yeah.
Sounds like a clingy girlfriend sort of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Criminal Network, is the captain a real pilot? Well,
Not anymore.
not anymore. Semi-retired.
Totally retired.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's a retired captain, Peter.
And a funny thing about all the ATC around here is Ankara, and it's always women controllers, almost always women controllers. Yeah, and I have visions of them all sitting there, you know, in Arab dress, Islamic dress, controlling you. Middle of the night usually when you're flying past here. But I often think you must have wonderful Christmas parties because there's all these females, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you hardly ever hear a male Turkish controller on nights.
Oh, on nights.
Yeah.
No way.
I was
Speeder
suck,
path, there we go.
I'm a suck being doing night shifts all the time.
If that's what they do.
Yeah.
Some people love it. There's some people at where I work, they love it. They won't do anything but nights.
I'd hate it.
I wouldn't like it.
I'd hate it. I did it.
Oh, really?
Well, only went flying.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Bit of recline on this seat. Just a little bit. There we go.
We've got some interesting passengers in the cabin, I think.
Have we?
Yep. I think Barack Obama's in there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, you know, after what's happened, he wants to get away, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's a world traveller,
Or
unfortunately.
are we just avoiding the whole issue?
I guess we are, really.
What issue?
The
Yeah.
Don't know what you're on about.
oh, I see.
Something about Donald Duck, I don't know.
Donald Trump.
But
Donald Trump.
one thing we did think of doing, Matt, is a demonstration of my CRM talents
Okay.
for briefings. At some stage I thought we might do have a guest come into the flight deck who I've never met before, who I will then brief on emergencies on a departure.
Okay, that's a good
All right.
idea.
Yeah, and just
good
to
idea.
demonstrate to everybody my CRM skills and how you brief somebody for a departure.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Are we fixed?
Hello. We'll get a screwdriver and just take that off.
This is from Amazon Prime, is it? God. So, just out of interest, a fuel check.
Yep.
We've gone past this Pete whatever it is place, which will have a different name, of course, because that was before it was an Abeam. So Petar, we had 33.5 on board, right?
Yep. Sorry, 33. Yeah, 33.7.
33.7 was it?
Yep.
And we were expecting to have 27.7.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're up 6 tons, and we put 5 tons on extra anyway. Just under.
Yep.
So actually we are pretty well on the message for the fuel.
Yep.
So our arrival fuel without the extra fuel would have been where is it? 13.5, and with just under 5 tons that would take us up to 18.5, so we're around 18 tons, so we're all right. Loads of gas.
Cool.
And oh, we have a person. We're just about to test this the new wire on the forward cam here. So bear with us. Yeah, I think so. Is it? Why?
We're trying to get a FaceTime in.
Who's that then? Shouldn't be hot. Ah. Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Be nice with my cup of tea.
Trainee pilot, trainee controller. Brilliant.
Let's got it. Senior captain. Oh, thank you. Bit lovely, yes please, we could. Thank you. Thank you. Just Bill. That's alright then. Yeah, what are the home sims like? I'm quite pleased with mine. I've in fact got two now. Just one's just a normal PC with a VR headset. We cracked it, I mean, Gary's happy. And the other one I've got like a touch screen set up with several screens and like a sort of a cut-out cockpit shape so we can actually do multi-crew in there. So nothing like as complicated as this one though. No, I don't really miss the days. It was very enjoyable. I had a nice spell of quite a number of years. Very glad to be sitting back with my pipe and slippers now though. And doing this.
Did you ever not have your pipe and slippers though?
No, true. No, I never had. Actually, no, I never had a pipe. Funny to come through. Do I have a picture of the touchscreen sim? I do, but I don't have it with me, I'm afraid. Some of the lads might have a picture of it. I dare say Gary's got a picture of it somewhere. I'm not sure how they put it on here though. But I use the PSX software as well on the touchscreen sim. PSX being, I think, well, works for me. Touchscreen on every one of my panels, overhead, pedestal, FMC, and everything else works beautifully on that.
Sorry, mate.
And when I don't want to do PSX 747, I mess around in the mountains with an F-18 or a helicopter or something like that. Good fun.
Gary's busy, Rob.
Good, so we got the screens back, I believe. We have a first class team working on it. Fantastic to see professionals at work, isn't it? What is the one thing that frustrates you the most when flying online that other sim pilots can work on? I will just say that I don't actually fly online myself, so I don't have much experience with that. The only time I see online simming is with these guys, who are all, dare I say it, standardised. We try to share our experiences and get the BA procedures working pretty well.
And we're back.
What can other sim pilots work on? Well, it's always going to be the situation awareness thing, isn't it? It's very easy to sit in your living room or whatever, trundling along for 8 hours, telling yourself that you're actually flying the route, but of course for real there'll be a lot of other things to do, like that we've, for example, discussed going past Ankara here, and we discussed getting the weather. And in
Decision making, would you say, Peter?
Yeah, so you're constantly sort of, it's like stepping stones on the way. So once we've got past Ankara here, we have to think very carefully about where we went next if something went wrong, for example. That kind of thing, just being aware, for example, that we've got high ground here up to 11,000 feet, somewhere around. So we'd have terrain chart, well not terrain charts, but the area charts out, like actually I've got here, if you can see it. I've actually got the chart out which has got the MSAs on the way, so that in the event that we had a decompression, we would know, for example, that we're not going to go down to 10,000 feet, because although we'd be able to breathe, we'd hit a mountain, which is a bit restrictive. So Luke already knows, because he's taking it all on board, that we would actually level off probably at 14,000 feet on this one, and sort the pressurization out. That kind of thing. And of course we're also thinking about lunch.
As everyone does. You don't have to be in a sim to do that.
No, you don't. Yeah, you know, if you're flying a sim and it's just you doing it, say you're flying an approach, you know that you're going to land it, whether it be a crash or not. Whereas the real flight would be, well, what happens if we don't land it for whatever reason? And you'd really spend a lot of time, for example, thinking about what the go-around procedure is. Whereas I know we all get lazy when we're just doing our own thing at home. You know, you think, oh, can't we bother with the go-around? That wasn't the idea. I just want to fly to the airport, don't I? Yeah. That kind of thing. Like the Nightbot, it's good though.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, that's one thing I've started doing a lot, is doing a lot more stuff in flight.
Yeah.
Like you say, field checks, and even I like crossing the Atlantic.
Right.
So even preparing to do that. So checking the tracks and distances, looking at your alternates.
Yeah.
You know, and your return points as well. If anything, you know, it's
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Practices up, isn't it?
This bit of the world is where we're going now is actually really poor for en route diversions, as you probably know.
Yeah.
There's not a lot up here. Actually, if we had a serious problem here, the best airfield is actually Baku, which is over there, quite a long way. Somewhere up here, I can't remember what the code is. It's something ZBAAA or something. It's way up here somewhere.
Right.
Because you wouldn't want to land, obviously, in Iran, unless you were meant to be going there.
That's right.
And a lot of the Turkish airfields are a bit limited with mountainous terrain and so on, unless you go down to the coast down here somewhere.
That's right.
Which is like resort airports, if you like.
And then you've got things like, you've got airspace restrictions, you know, like everything that's going on in the world.
That's right. We were talking about being shot down if you went through Iran airspace.
Right. There's going to be lots of diversion, you know, lots of extended routes and...
Yeah. More critical on a twin-engined aircraft than a 747, because if you lose an engine, for example, on a twin-engined aircraft, you've got to land.
That's right.
So, you know, you're really looking at en route places a bit more carefully there.
No, it's little things like that I've been trying to increase my...
And actually the cabin, you know, the passengers in the cabin does take up quite a bit of your time, because we have a rule that we have to call the cabin every 30 minutes just in case we've nodded off, or they call us.
Sure.
So you're talking to the cabin, and there'll always be some little thing going on with the cabin that you might have to discuss. Of course, the worst scenario would be an ill passenger on board, which really would ramp up the workload, because you're then having to talk on the sat phone to the aviation medical people, as well as getting information about the passenger. Doesn't happen very often, but I'm pleased to say. But that would build it up a bit. But a lot of it is sat, you know, having your lunch, to be fair, you know.
Yeah, it's good insight. Good insight, Peter, I think. It's one thing I've always, when I'm at work and it's all very hectic on the flight deck, and then as soon as the doors close, I just imagine the crew go, oh.
Yeah.
Because you've got the fuelers coming in, the turnaround, the red caps coming in, and
we're airborne, thank God for that.
Yeah. It's all,
yeah. And it's getting worse with the, you know, the more complicated aircraft. I mean, the guys who've been training on the A380, a few of them told me that the worst bit is on the ground, just getting the beast ready, you know, because there was so much data coming at them now, and so much data that they have to send, you know, off blocks time, all kinds of engine information, setups with the gear, stuff that, you know, we never used to do 20 years ago. We're getting into this stage now where we are slaves to the information network, aren't we? You know, what was the off blocks time? Oh, it's on here. That's got to be copied across to somewhere else. It becomes hard work.
You don't just write it down.
No. I mean, I remember in the old days in BA, the captain wrote a report on the flights. So if it was a shambles on departure, he would say, shambles on departure, the tug guy wasn't there, the towers did this, the so-and-so, we didn't get the doors closed for so-and-so, absolutely ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. And it got posted off, never to be seen again.
Oh, right.
Now, delay is a delay code. You have a delay code, so you have 3 minutes. If you have more than, as you know, it's more than 3 minutes off the gate, it's a delay. So you have to go into a bit of paper which gives you what the delay code is, and you have to assign.
Wasting even more time.
You have to assign a delay code, type it into the thing here, send it off. What was the reason for the delay? How many minutes was the delay? Delay code sent off, and if somebody doesn't agree with it, you'll get an email the next day saying, don't agree with your delay code, da da da, and so it goes on.
Funny, it's all people sticking their nose in.
Yeah.
Because they need that code to do their job.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You were done with that, Luke?
So, while you were busy, I was...
Okay. Okay.
In fact, I'll go and find it now. You're alright for a minute. You have control. Don't get lost.
I got a nice cup of tea. Got a nice cup of tea and a roll. Very nice.
I had a cup of tea. We had a cup. Oh, I didn't know it was there.
I have nothing.
Did you ask for something?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, yes, guys, the cameras are now fixed. They should be working properly. So all is well. Engineering have fixed the issue. I think Gary's about to build a path. So it's all good. How's it doing, Luke?
It's alright. Getting there.
Getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Rughuber, hello, how are you? How's everyone else in the stream today? We're cracking on. Going well. Due in at 5 to 3. Tattoo Man, hello. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Now the cameras are working and it's all very good. Neil's got the school run. Oh my lord. Didn't think of worse things. Oh. Yeah, we had a bit of problem with the stream today, so... Anyone know what was going on with that? Was it a Twitch thing, was it? I know we had our camera issues, but some people were saying it was Twitch. Oh.
No.
Hello, Mr. Obama. Yeah, you seem a bit lost.
I was just told I could come and visit you guys and stuff like that.
That's fine. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's great. Nice to have a bit of room. I'm a bit scrunched up in World Traveller.
No way.
Yeah.
Why's that?
I just had to leave quickly, you know. It's the only seat on the plane.
Okay.
So I'm in World Traveller with my guys.
So you just you're on vacation, are you, or?
No, I'm just leaving.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Just leaving, yeah.
Okay. Are you looking for a job, are you?
Yeah.
That's good. Good luck with it.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. Told Donald this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Said get out of my house.
You're in my seat.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Alright, yes, you're doing a grand job, guys. So, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Mr. Barack. Mr.
Well, I'm still the president, so call him Mr. President until January, you know. So,
He looks scary.
yeah.
Well, that was a surprise, wasn't it? I'm amazed he's back in World Traveller.
Well, budget cutbacks now.
Well, I'm surprised you had to leave quite quickly. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Something must have happened.
I do wonder why.
Yeah. Oh. We'll be surprised with Mr. Obama. Hello, Andy. Good to see you're here. Oh, it was Twitch. Okay. We're up to 129, 130.
Whee!
Got the idea? You look thrilled.
Absolutely excited.
Good.
Oh dear.
You alright, Luke? You alright?
Yeah.
Tired here. Bless you. Ouch.
How many aircraft?
Yeah, to Gatwick Tower last night.
I have no idea. I need to check.
A lot. by the sounds of it. Were you the only one there, Luke?
Pardon?
Were you the only one there?
No.
Who was there with you?
There was Crag was director, which is why
That's why it all broke down then.
yeah, everyone was busting the localizer. Late turns. I think we had 3 go arounds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, there's a pen there. No, not on Worldflight, surely. Have you got any rubbish, guys? I'm just going out the back. Okay. Ah. Camera, yeah, we've got some pretty impressive people in the cabin. They always seem to choose this airline rather than anyone else. Shall I ask the chap, Peter? Okay.
Oh, nice. So it's Baku next alternate.
Yeah, but Baku would be a sensible place to go to if you didn't have anything seriously wrong with you, like a fire. If you had to go there. BA base, of course. And, well, it used to be, I don't know if it still is, I think it is, isn't it? From Gatwick.
I don't
anyway.
know.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Why is somebody asking? Oh, that, yes, I am, yeah. Now, once I've had my lunch, guys, we're going to get a briefing practice for those of you who like to
That's a good idea.
do multi-crew briefings.
That's a good idea.
Just to show you
lunch there as well, so I'll do that when it's finished.
So,
I'll have my sandwich when it's finished.
alright,
Good plan.
just to show people how a multi-crew will brief.
That's like we were saying earlier about flying at desks and flying in
Yeah,
your own home sim, isn't it?
Particularly as the guy that you're briefing might be somebody that you've never met before, total stranger.
Yeah, sure.
So you've got to
A good idea.
be flexible, be accommodating. The important thing, of course, is that you don't have any arguments, you don't fall out, and you have
got to build a relationship.
You have to build a relationship based on common ground.
But the first place you meet isn't in the flight deck, is it?
No, the first place you would meet would be
A report.
a report, wherever that was. Yep.
Oh, so everyone look forward to that.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter's here. Why Peter's here? Ask him some questions. He'll be able to answer them.
I think I'll have the other half of this later.
Oh, okay.
So, ready then? You got the gist of this, have you? So the idea is try not to you ready?
Ready as I can be, really.
I'll go and change the camera.
Briefing training, yes, elderly racer, yeah. A little bit of humour. Well, I'm hoping, I'm hoping a little bit of humour into it. So, yeah, why not? So Luke is going to go into mode of a pilot I've never met.
You're going to go outside and get into character.
He's got, watch your head. He's going to go. Yeah, go on. He's going to go out of the flight deck, and we're going to pretend we're on the ground at an airport. Speedbird 47 Charlie, go ahead.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, confirm your altimeter is set to 1013 hectopascal. Flight level 350.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, A firm, we are at 370. We are using a different atmosphere for our software, but we are at 370. I think.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks very much. Just enjoy the scenery up there.
Yeah, very pleasant out here.
Oh.
Yes, so Luke is going to come in as pretending we're on the ground, and I'm going to brief him for a departure brief for whatever airport we're at. So I have absolutely no idea what's coming, and just to give you an idea about how flexible we have to be, possibly with a difficult pilot sometimes. Yeah, you can do that. So we're getting an intro here from Matt. He's going to start off. Go ahead from Matt.
So yeah, guys, like we said, we thought you'd be interested to know how to carry out a multi-crew briefing using CRM. Now, for those of you that don't know, CRM stands for Crew Resource Management, and it's all about, so how would you put it, Peter? The crew members operating harmoniously with their full potential. Is that a good way of putting it? And one way to do this is to conduct a briefing which enables the crew to identify with one another and to iron out any kinks they might have or misunderstandings and all that. So Peter here is tasked himself with briefing a crew member that he's never met before.
Yeah.
Which, if you're ready, Peter.
I'm ready. Yeah.
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 Right. I'll go and see where they are.
Okay.
Right. They're just coming in now. So.
Okay, Johnny, good.
Yeah. There they are, Peter.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, hello.
And how are you?
I've got a bad case of the trots at the moment, actually.
Oh dear. Do you feel well enough to operate?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. What's your name?
Neddy.
Neddy. Okay. Well, Neddy, we're going to give you a briefing on this jumbo.
I thought it was a plane.
It is. It's a jumbo jet.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Neddy. So we're going to brief you on a takeoff. So do you know anything about the jumbo?
No, but I'm all ears.
God. I do the jokes, Neddy. All right. So if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Okay. So we're going to get airborne with these 4 huge engines which produce 58,000 pounds of thrust each.
What? That's in horsepower.
I don't know what it is in horsepower, Neddy. It doesn't matter.
It matters to me, boss.
Neddy, I don't know and I don't care. All right.
Is that good CRM then?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. There's a sheet missing.
Oh.
Why is there a sheet missing? There's a sheet missing. How many sheets you got there?
2.
Oh.
1362 report your mark.
We'll have to improvise. Okay, right. So is that good CRM then?
What?
Just ignoring my question. No, you're Neddy.
Oh yeah.
We need. we've just turned the page on the script and we found out we're missing a page. What do we do about that?
Oh, we'll have to start getting. Where's the other page?
Gary's got a copy of it on his email. You can take that off. Go out, Neddy. Off you go. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, gentlemen. We've had a.
So Peter, would you say that's an example of how not to do it?
That's how not to do it, basically.
Right, okay.
Yes. Where's this? That must be my fault. Right. Okay. We'll. There'll be a minor pause while we sort out the paperwork.
Oh, hopefully.
Oh, what's this say? Hang on, I'll print it. Who's that?
Oh, hopefully that's Gary.
Oh, okay. Right, you might need. Don't get too excited.
Camera.
We might be back online shortly.
Mind the camera.
Right, but you're a very, very good horse. Right. No, it won't be
That's
Neddy.
fine.
No, we'd have a dog called Neddy, which wouldn't really work, Matt. But it's a it's a nice idea. Improvisation, I like that.
Oh dear. Come on, guys, stop horsing around. Carry on. No one noticed.
We could take a poll on how well it went. That would be a.
That was an example of how not to do it.
That would be a Gallup poll, of course.
No. Oh dear.
So they always say never act with children or animals, don't they?
That's right.
Yeah. So.
It can't be relied upon.
Yeah.
Crossed over to Tehran.
Well, we'll get that. We should get that when we get to Al-Ram, which is at 14:03. So we've got 30 minutes to Al-Ram, yeah.
It's all very good. Someone says they don't see any difference from standard operations. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my roll while I'm waiting. Don't mind me, I'm just going to eat my roll. I'll try and talk at the same time.
So the MSA in this region now is 13.6, I think, Luke, of that sort of order.
Yep.
So a 14 is still good if we have to suddenly descend. And we rehearsed, was it with you we rehearsed the descent the other night, or was that somebody else?
It was with, what, the other nights?
The other afternoon, whatever it was.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
So it was it you would spin that to whatever, fletch, speed brake, put the throttles back,
Yeah.
and then you'd review it,
Yeah.
set it to whatever, and then you'd put your speed to max if it's not
Yeah.
if it's not structural,
Yeah. Perfect.
and
Good.
then it's 4, 3, 2, 1.
Correct. You do that bit first.
Yep.
Historically, most rapid descents that have been done haven't been necessary, for real.
Right.
Guys have panicked because they've seen a climb rate on the ICAS or something, and they've got, right, got to go down, poof. And in fact, if they'd done that bit first, like it might have been a pack failure or a bleed failure or something like that, if they dealt with that bit first, then they would have probably not had to.
And if it was a pack failure, they'd show as closed, wouldn't they?
Well, you'd have to have, say you had a pack US anyway, which is not uncommon.
Yeah.
And if you then lost another pack in cruise, you'd still be able to cruise even at this altitude on one pack in a 747, but you might get oscillations on the cabin. But depend on the individual outflow valves and how the pack behaved as well. It might just be enough to spook people into thinking, right, that's it, we've got to go down, you know.
Yeah.
Luke's feeling a little hoarse. That's very good, like that, Flight Sim Andy. Time of landing is 14:52 GMT. Crazy horse, I like that. Trump, 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 trump. Very good. anyway, saved our bacon. Good man. Right, get rid of those. Thanks, Gary. So this will be the original version I sent to Gary, which is slightly different. All right, but it'll do. Right. Right. So you've now got to go and dress up again.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll start again.
Mike, it's a cheese and coleslaw roll. It's very nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Gary. Good fixing going on.
Well, I
done.
think we're all back to normal.
Brilliant.
The printer has just run out of toner though.
Right, so here I am then. I'm looking out the window. We've had the intro from Matt. And we're just waiting for my mystery co-pilot to come in so that I can demonstrate my CRM skills, basically.
Camera.
Is he here yet?
Oh.
Yeah, he's just sat down next to you, Peter.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hello.
And how are you?
I've got a bad case of the trots at the moment, actually.
Oh, that's appropriate. Okay, so do you feel well enough to operate?
Oh yes.
What's your name?
Neddy.
Neddy.
Yep.
Well, Neddy, we're going to give you a briefing on this jumbo.
I thought it was a plane.
No, it's a jumbo jet.
Oh, okay.
So you happy with that?
I guess so.
Okay. All right. So, why the long face?
Oh, very funny. Ridicule your co-pilot, why don't you?
You're an Irish horse, eh?
Oi.
I thought it was funny. Anyway, Neddy, we're going to brief you on a takeoff. Do you know anything about the jumbo?
No, but I'm all ears.
I do the jokes, Neddy. All right. Okay. So we're going to get airborne with these 4 huge engines, which produce 58,000 pounds of thrust each.
What? That's horsepower.
I don't know what it is in horsepower. Neddy. It doesn't matter.
It matters to me, boss.
Well, I don't know, and I don't care.
This is a very surreal moment
Is that good
in my
CRM
life.
then?
What?
Just ignoring my question and moving on.
Well, yes, in this case it is, because we have to move on. Okay. Right. So we're going to start the engines and taxi out.
Sorry?
Taxi out across the airfield.
What do you mean by taxi?
I mean, we're going to move along at like a reasonable speed.
So it's like a fast trot.
Yeah, it's like a fast trot across the field.
Okay, so it's like a bridle way then.
Well, yes, it is, and then yes, it is, and then we get to the end of the runway. We go full power, and we set off down the runway.
The what?
The runway. It's like a race course.
Oh, right, good. So still trotting.
No. We're going to go. We're going to go at full gallop, Neddy.
How long is it?
What?
This runway, because I'm not much good at distance running.
Oh, has Ben Hundricks just arrived?
It's about 32 furlongs.
Any hurdles?
Nope.
Okay,
So we'll practice a rejected takeoff now.
what's that?
What's what? It's like a race where you basically fall at the first hurdle.
I thought you said there weren't any hurdles.
Well, it's odds on that something's going to go wrong.
Like 6 to 4?
What?
6 to 4 odds, or maybe 13 to 8?
I have no idea. Let's get on, shall we? All right.
Just asking, trying to share mental models.
Oh God, this is a nightmare.
I'm not sure, I'm a stallion.
You're a stallion. Okay. And who's I don't care what you are. Okay, but
That Doris seems to... Well, she asked if I was a stallion.
Doris.
Yeah, she checked. I said I was hung like a...
You mean Mavis, don't you? You're hung like a... Well, anyway, never mind that. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, all right. So, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so, are you ready? We're going to start the gallop along the runway. You ready? Go.
Yes.
Go. Faster.
What is happening here?
Go. Okay, faster. Okay, right, ready. Here we go. Faster. Whoa! Whoa!
Huh?
Whoa! We stopped. Now I identify the failure.
Hey?
We find out which of our engines has failed.
So, like a horse not making a jump?
Exactly!
Then what?
Then we shut it down.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? But if you'd run faster in the first place, we'd have made it, and you wouldn't have yourself to blame.
I'm a very good runner.
I don't think so. Call yourself a racehorse?
I'm not a racehorse.
You're not.
No, do you think that if I was a prize-winning racehorse, I'd be called Neddy?
Oh, bloody hell, this is impossible. Why are you here then?
I was promised that I would get my oats.
Who by?
Well, Doris for one.
Right, that's it. This CRM's not working. You're out of here.
Daddy Tonto. Gladly. Let me tell you that you're the worst trainer I've ever seen, and I've had a few... well...
Get out of there. Go. Well, I thought that went well.
Thank you.
I thought that went well.
Nice chap.
Yeah, nice chap. Yeah, okay. So that was... Oh, did you see? So, there we go. And thanks to our horse actor here and our Irish...
Luke, you missed a cracking thing. The horse came in.
Well, I was wondering why.
Not on your Nelly.
I was wondering why I saw a really pissed off horse walk out the car.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that was the guy we were doing for the briefing. Yeah, yeah,
And he had a really strong Irish accent. Was complaining about
yeah,
CRM.
yeah.
Very odd.
Okay.
Oh well.
Thank you.
Super. Well, anyway, so that's passed a bit of time. I hope that was clear for everybody. It gives you some insight into CRM briefings.
It's actually a lot worse.
Someone's been very honest. They say when they ask people about what flight sim is, they won't show them that.
Yeah.
Gary's new seats are going. Well, I think the seats
Yeah,
are
I
pretty
genuinely
well.
was concerned.
What? With the seat?
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, so long, Neddy. Yes. No, the long face joke never made it in.
Didn't it? Oh yeah. Well, that was what you saw was the original draft.
I see.
And the newer draft. The newer draft had some other things. For example, it had in that his real name was Ned Le Chauveau because he wanted a posh name.
But I just checked to the seat still with.
And
Lovely.
I took the mickey out of him.
Good.
And he was saying, well, there's nothing wrong with a posh name. It's like Simon Le Bon and John Le Carré.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, and Jack Lemon. I said, who's Jack Lemon? Well, not everybody knows who Jack Lemmon was, but... and so on. Anyway, that one's done. You'll be pleased to know I think that's the last script I have for this whole week. Oh, no.
It's only Wednesday.
I could write some more.
Please. Oh dear. Yeah, there was, Marty,
Yeah.
believe it or not, there was multiple drafts of that.
Yes. Is the horse's name Burger?
Oh.
I shall call you Tesco.
Oh, yes.
Donations gratefully accepted. Acting prowess.
It's like a street act. We act and then we ask for donations.
Yeah. We should have an old violin case or something, really, shouldn't we?
But for when Benny gets upset, we can bring out the world's smallest violin.
Turkey's quite a big place, isn't it? Still in it.
It depends what size you buy.
Oh,
It's for Christmas or... Good afternoon, Maxie.
Oh dear.
Notice the donation drought after that.
they're just going into their bank accounts to see how much they can afford.
Can we get the graph of viewer
Transferring
figures?
money from their savings.
Plummet.
Where is it up here?
You channel info.
No, we're good.
Good. No plummet.
If anything, it went up.
Oh!
And the viewer count.
Hey! What happens next?
Start. I don't know why that hasn't worked, but the ETA is 14:52.
2.
Somewhere around here, there's quite a big volcano.
Hello, Tim here.
I'm not sure if we're. I think we're in the right area. I think it's this part of Turkey where they found that what they thought was the remnants of the Ark, wasn't it? Do you remember? Have you seen that? It was like a big.
Was that in the
Oh,
90... What decade was that in?
I think it was last century.
1890?
I wasn't around for that, Gary.
Oh, of course, I wasn't saying you were. I just thought you might have read up on it.
No, I haven't read up on it. I just.
When you were at school in the 20s.
There was definitely a mountain around here somewhere, but I can't see it. I thought it was somewhere near Van, but I might be wrong.
Oh, we are.
No, HGC.
Timmy! Blaze. Hello.
There's a mountain over there, and there's a big lake. I think that's what I'm thinking of. That mountain over there.
What, the
It's
lake?
a
You're
volcano.
confusing a lake with a volcano?
A lake with a volcano, yeah. I can't remember the name of it. It's very pretty. Can't remember the name of the lake. It's a big lake, bigger than a lake.
Lake Garda?
Don't know. Doesn't ring a bell.
You know what I'll do?
Lake Geneva?
You know what I'll do?
No.
I'll do this.
No, not Lake Geneva.
I'm sure that's the volcano over there on the left.
On the left.
Yeah. Just to the north of us. Northeast of us by about 50 miles or so. What's the name of that lake?
That is Van Golu.
Right, well I think that's where I'm thinking of, and there's a volcano up northeast of us somewhere, just on the edge of the lake it is. Actually, right on the edge of the lake.
Is it above the lake, that big park? Yeah.
What's that green thing? That's it, what's that called?
Mount Sufan.
I think that's it, yeah. That thing.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's out there.
Oh yeah. There's a lake and a mountain and a volcano next to it.
Is it what's known as an inverted crater?
Could be.
Yeah, Chaos Dispenser after many, many hours and many orders of random bits from Amazon Prime now. With no explanation of how on earth it's now working.
But if we don't mention it...
Yeah.
No pilot hat for me. Yeah, I'll wear it later, it ruins my hair. And I thought it made me look like a complete dick, but apart from that, I shall wear it sometime.
Look like.
Oh!
Yeah.
Would you like a cup of tea, Captain?
You can't, no, it's too late now, Gary.
Oh, okay.
Nemrut volcano, says Wee John. Got it?
Oh, Nemrut, okay.
It's I've seen it many times flying past here, if you get a daylight flight. It's very, very, very scenic. Must be a good place for a holiday, I would have thought. Down by that lake. Not at the moment, no, quite so. I thought it was called Lake Van, actually, but it's not.
It is to run as David Attenborough, then President of the United States.
Yes. Here in eastern Turkey, just to the north of Lake Van.
Fruit and nut mix.
The controller was saying that we were showing flight level 350. Seems a long way out, doesn't it?
It's just blame it on PSX and move on.
Turkey is as wide as the distance from the west coast of Ireland to the east border of Germany. There you are, you see. That's interesting, isn't it, actually? What do you mean the hat made no difference in that respect, right, matey?
I was trying to move
permanent
past
ban.
that one.
Permanent ban for that man now. I'm not. I don't put up with
Insubordination?
insubordination
That's the one.
as supreme. No, I'm joking. Oh no, as supreme, all-seeing, high and mighty. I am the standards captain for this flight Simfest. I was given that post by Gary.
It was to ensure that a professional operation was maintained at no time, and there was at all times, and there was no horsing around.
Correct. Yes.
Exactly.
The entire opposite appears to have happened.
They were nice.
Right, Luke, you're going to be flying an approach into Tehran, and it might be dark actually when we get there. I'm thinking, because there's sunset behind us, isn't there?
Yes.
We'll be arriving in the dark, which is a bit of a pity because there's another great volcano right next to Tehran actually. So let's get some 80s, and then at least we're slightly ahead of the game.
Peter, one question: tie on or tie off?
Oh, tie off, definitely tie off. Yeah, good question.
Never in front of the customers though.
Never in front of the customer.
No.
You had to put your tie on.
High off, stockings on.
No, it was you had to have your tie on in front of the punters.
So was it you walked in the
They actually
cockpit door
did say
and the
some of them
stocking?
actually would go in the cabin with their hat on as well. I must admit I never
Wow.
did that, but they certainly looked the part, you know.
No shirt and trousers, just a hat.
So when you came in the cockpit door, was there just a pile of like jacket, tie, shoes? Get
Yeah.
changed into your pyjamas.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
Catch him. They don't know where he is.
No, he's been suspended.
Oh dear.
He's been suspended. Ah.
I was saying to the guys, Gary, that this Al-Ram place here, which you've got the circle round,
Oh yeah.
is the Tehran FIR.
Right.
And of course it has an air defence zone between Turkey and, I don't know what it has now, but it always had an air defence zone between Turkey and Iran. So you would have the air traffic controller like we are now, just normally changing over, but you'd also have to call the air defence zone.
Hello.
What you got?
Okay, so expect ILS approach runway 29 left and 29 right in use. Transition 1,100, wind 240 degrees, 6 knots, visibility 8 kilometers, no significant clouds.
Transition was 110, was it, or 100?
110.
Okay.
QNH 1024.
2.
4.
You're one of these fast pilots. I can't cope with fast pilots because my brain only works at half the speed.
Sorry.
1024, second cross check. Good, alright, so let's, in addition to that, let's get some limits out while we're at it. 29 left and right, well, I don't think we'll be using the other runway. That's,
Go over 47 Charlie.
Lima 47 Charlie, contact Ankara, correction, contact Tehran, 119.3.
right frequency too.
02 Tehran 119.3, many thanks, Lima 47 Charlie, bye bye.
Got it.
Got him.
Got him. 29 left.
Hello, Julien. Salut. I guess he's French.
Advice for the next report for Egypt Air.
Oh, the Americans are out.
Hello, yeah, guys, welcome. Keep coming in.
Lima 47 Charlie with you, flight level 370.
David. David?
Thanks for report, Alram, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Peter, somebody asked, did you have to contact the air defence zone as well? Or
Yes, you did. You had to call them on the other box, and basically you just tell them who you were, what aircraft type you were, and what your squawk was, and they just said thank you.
That was it.
No, thank you. I never did find out what they did if you didn't call them. But, I'm just trying to put together a planned arrival here, but I imagine it'll be vectors anyway.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Got Peter in the left-hand seat, Luke in the right-hand seat.
Hello.
So if you guys got any questions for Peter, now's probably a good time because it's going to start getting a bit busy in a minute.
Busy now?
Oh, well, I beg your pardon. Busier.
Busier.
Nothing's too busy for Peter.
Right, I'm inventing something here.
Alpha, yeah, Gary's got a solution in work. Should definitely decrease the amount of mud that's coming into the sim, so. Chaos, I'm sure, I think if we didn't do that, this is probably the first non-failure flight you'd have.
Look, I've done that. If I go back a page, there's our ramp, right?
Yep.
Then we go over Uniform Mike Hotel, Top Boat Ambix, Sahijan, they say, what is it? And then we get to Rus, which is flight number 110 above. We'll have a look at that in a bit more detail later, okay? And then I've taken us straight to this point.
Sorry, just say, where are you looking at? Bivak and then Rus.
Rus, yeah, you might or might not find it on there.
No, I can't.
Okay, and then I'm taking us to this place here on here, Delta 1370, and what that does, it gives us a nice little left downwind, left base to the ILS.
Okay.
And we can fiddle around with, we'll probably get something completely different when we get there, but at the moment it makes a bit of sense for the descent profile, okay?
Of course. Okay.
Right, cool. So the min number, ILS 29 left. Oh, just got Cat 1, 4,040 feet.
Okay.
Go for it. Either it's a very bad ILS or a very high airfield.
Looking quite high.
Yeah, well, we're not building a bridge as such, we're just building some stepping stones between the house and the garage. It's getting very muddy outside. There was a lot of rain last night. Timmy, I don't know if there is a way to set a fix around the top of descent point. You probably have to work out distance and
No, there's not.
and everything like that. So if you're talking about the green top of descent point, that's a marker in itself, I guess. But no,
Yeah.
apart from working out distance and descent rate, you'd probably have to work that one out.
John, thank you.
There is a way, but it's not very easy. Peter looks like an Audi or Jaguar driver. FSX Sim, you could not be more wrong.
Wrong. I have got a Ferrari t-shirt.
That my other t-shirt is a Jaguar.
So what's this telling you about the airport elevation here, Luke?
Quite high.
Yeah.
Pretty high, a lot of terrain. There seems to be a fair amount of terrain to the north of the airfield.
Yep.
So with the go around, we'll have to do a left-hand turn.
Yeah.
To the southeast.
Yeah.
Southerly southeast.
Yep. Yep. I agree. So the airfield is actually 3,800 feet for cash. Yeah.
Okay.
So that limit is actually 260 feet above the ground. And notice anything strange about the runway? It's very long.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Going towards The direction that it's pointing it goes towards a mountain.
It does. True. I was thinking more in terms of the width of it. It's a wide runway.
Yeah.
60-metre wide runway.
Ah, okay.
Which is what I meant. Which actually makes you look a lot lower than you actually are.
Right.
It actually works in FSX. You actually feel you're lower.
That's right, yeah.
So people tend to float on a runway like that. I'll try not to.
No floaters.
No floaters. So what we've got there from that on that ILS, I've just got this thing flies a 15 DME arc, and I think if you
Sorry,
look,
Skyways. Somebody already did it.
it's probably one of these procedures that shows it. If you take the ILS 4 page, you've got it, I think.
Yep, I've got it.
That comes from CAS, doesn't it?
Yes.
And then it goes to the ILS 15 DME arc. Would you agree
Yep.
with that? So what in fact I'll do is from Russ, I'll put CAS in there. I think that'll do it. Yes. Right? Like that. Then if I select in here, I don't think it's going to give me the option of that 15 DME arc. Let's see what it does. If I departure arrival again, I'll start this again. Oh, there's 29 left. Yeah, that should be in. Let's see what we get. Let's knock it out. CAS, that's what I wanted. Like that. CAS.
One thing as well which I've noticed is that the glide path is normally 3 degrees, isn't it?
Yes,
It's a 3.3.
it is. So, what's that tell you about landing at an airfield 3,800 feet up, trying to do a 3.3 glide slope in terms of ground speed?
We're going to be going fast.
Yeah, indeed. So what we'll do is we'll land with flap 30,
Okay.
just to mitigate that a little bit. So we've got 22 tons on board at the moment. We're going to land with, for the sake of argument, 17.
Yep.
So 5 tons off there. If I put 253 in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Now flap 30 is going to be 144.
Perfect.
So that's going to be our speed.
Okay.
Cool. Good. So we've got the 15 DME arc. Takes us all the way round the houses, like that, nice and pretty. If I step it, there is a potential cock-up here, which I'll mention. So if we go to, on the arc here, like that, right?
Yep.
Brings us nicely round. 7,000 here. 8,000 above there.
Okay.
Which is not going to be pretty.
No.
But when we get to this bit, round here on the base leg, we could do that actually in VNAV, or we could do it in basic modes. VNAV should do it actually.
Right.
Alright. So, as you come around here, you could put 6,500 feet in, let it come down in VNAV.
Right, okay. Hang on. Need to give a position report. Tehran, speed 47 Charlie is overhead at Alaram.
Oh, good.
Who was that, say?
Romeo Uniform Sierra.
Romeo Uniform Sierra. Oh, bollocks. Route direct Romeo Uniform Sierra, speedbird 47 Charlie.
There you go. That is straight to Russ.
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, if I take us on the plan down here again, he's obviously giving us vectors to a left downwind. I think you'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because that's where the mountains are the other side. Okay. So going down here at the moment, I've got CAS in there because that's part of this procedure. Yeah. Yep. And then it takes the arc. So CAS. So Russ would be 110 above, 7,000 above at CAS, and what in fact it shows on here is 8,000. Right.
Yeah.
So CAS at 7,000 isn't going to do us much good, is it?
No.
So I'm going to overtype that with 8,000 or above.
Yeah, that's fine.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Oop, trying to get it right. There.
Yeah. The one thing I would like to query now, with it being, if it's an 8,000 and above, would it have a line underneath it?
I'm just looking at the track chart, the track elevation. So that's the minimum altitude on that arc is 8,000 feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
irrespective of if it doesn't have a line,
Yeah, you can't go along that track at less than 8,000 feet.
but you can go higher than 8,000 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's basically the idea. Okay. So there is a speed restriction along there. Okay. So what it says at 185 knots. Okay. So what I'll put in here is 185, 8,000 above, like that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that in there, like that. All right. So that will bring your speed back to 185. Obviously, we'll have to watch the flaps and stuff. Okay. Take us in on that arc, 8,000 above, to this 15 DME fix. Right. Next problem is, how are you going to descend it? What are you going to put in there?
So the first I would put in is flight level 11. Flight level 110.
Yeah, or whatever they give us. Yeah.
And then after it'll be 9,000, and then 8,000. But at which point we should be getting vectored. And
Probably. Yes.
we'd hope, but we'd be entering the glide path at the glide slope at 8,000 anyway.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So 8,000 would be the minimum. But
It
looking
would.
at this, our sector safe is.
Okay, let's pop that in.
Oh, this is interesting. That can't be right.
What's that? Oh God, what's happened here?
Uh-oh.
Got a lot of chats catch up on, guys. Bear with me. The guys
Go for it,
front are
yeah.
just doing the. Oh, do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, you do it.
Oh, Peter, there's still been a lot of discussion about what car you drive. Ferrari or a Porsche.
I wish. No, just a pensioner. BMW.
People said, I bet you can nail a Canarsie approach, Peter.
Nail one.
Yeah, that's what they've said.
Oh, well, if you say so, boys.
Well.
If you say so. If you say so.
Poseidon Dave. Wriggles is away at the moment. He's on a little trip with some other guys of the crew, and Dave is in the kitchen. Oh, Chatters is here. Hello. Quick question, in terms of training for airliners, would Peter recommend cadet schemes, modular or integrated? Also, are maths and English assessments tough?
I'm a bit out of date on that stuff, actually, to be honest with you. I honestly couldn't give a comment on that. Yeah. To be
So,
honest, I'm
someone
not
else
dodging
might
the
have to answer
question,
that for
but yeah. Luke, I'm going to put 10,000 in here. Carry on,
Yeah, that's
Matt,
what I
don't
was
worry.
gonna.
10,000 in here. I've drawn a little line east-west through the airfield.
Okay.
Because that's where it starts up to 17,000, isn't it? Yeah? So as long as we're south of that line, which will present itself on the plan display, then we're down to 10,000 feet. Make sense?
Yeah.
There it is, look, on the plan. Okay, chunk chunk. So once we're past that line, we can go down to 10,000 feet within 25 miles.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Jeffrey, Chewy I think is in the chat, so ask him. Oh no, sorry, you've already answered. He's coming tomorrow. There you go.
Guys, I'm just going to go for a quick leak, alright? You have control.
I have control on radios.
Ah. Very hilly then. Very, very hilly. So that's caught up on the chat, guys. Welcome all 183 of you. Oh, donation. At least there is on the old on the iCast there, Luke. Tim Air, thank you for your £3 donation. Says enjoying the stream from Australia. Good on you guys. Well, thank you very much. Tim, yeah, there's a few Australian teams taking part as well. Hope you check them out as well. Corgi get on? He did alright, I guess. I haven't actually seen him, to be honest.
Did you hear he flies planes?
No way. He hasn't mentioned it once.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just see how many times he has mentioned it. 42 times.
Whee!
Peter wants some quality time with Ingrid. Donation!
That's
Woohoo!
This is from Neil Warren, who donated £5. Peter, truly awful impression, but weirdly very funny. Worth a fiver, but really enjoying your explanation of real world ops. I could listen to you talking all day.
I'm glad someone can.
I'll believe that on his
Aww.
little love note.
When Peter gets back, I'll go and get a printer roll. Because it's about to run out by the look of it.
Yeah. Donation!
Woohoo!
And this one is from Paul Goz, who has donated £10. He says, "Word on all." Thank you, Paul. Hello.
Right, I'm just going to jump out and get a
Yeah, not bad.
printer roll.
Hey, who's this from? Neil Warren. A truly awful impression. Thank you very much. I won't read the rest of it. You could listen to me talking all day. That's not something the wife says. There you go. What's the temperature there, by the way, at the airport? Luke?
I believe it was +19.
19.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you guys on Flight Sim think about density altitude.
Sorry, +17.
17, thanks. Density altitude, of course, is your pressure altitude altered by the temperature on the day, of course. So Tehran is 3,800 feet up, and the ISA temperature at Tehran would be cooled by 2 degrees for every 1,000 feet up it is. So if it's nearly 4,000 feet up, the international standard atmosphere temperature at Tehran would be 4 times 2 cooler than the normal level, which is 15. So it would be 8 less than 15. So it would be normally 7 degrees at Tehran for ISA, international standard atmosphere conditions. And in fact, it's 17. Did you say, Luke?
17, yeah.
So that's 10 degrees warm, over 10 degrees warmer than ISA, and that means that for every 8 degrees it's warmer, the effective density altitude goes up by 1,000. So although Tehran is actually 3,800 feet, we actually add 1,000 to it. And it's the same as landing at an airfield which is 4,800 feet up. And that's significant because it just means you've got a little bit extra ground speed on the arrival, and therefore that affects the braking and so on. So with that in mind, we know we're going in from an airfield which is effectively 5,000 feet up. But we're fortunate it's also a very long runway. So the name of the game here is to stop the aircraft on the runway but not jam the anchors on, otherwise the brakes will heat up very quickly. So we're using flap 30 to bring us in as slow as we can, and that actually reduces our speed by about 6 knots, which is good. And then a good braking level to use for a high altitude airfield will be 2. So shall we pop that on? Now that will give us quite a long braking run, and we would expect to come off at least 2/3 of the way down the runway with that. The only other thing we would think about is how much reverse thrust we're going to use. And certainly if we use a lot of reverse thrust, then that takes more energy away from the brakes. So we're going to use full reverse on landing as well, Luke.
Okay.
All the way down to 80 knots to keep the brakes as cool as possible. And the last thing a pilot would do for real probably would be to make sure the auto brakes stayed in as much as possible, Because if you take over from them and start paddling around with your feet, one side of the brakes will get hotter than the other side very quickly. So we're just going to leave the order brakes in to probably about 40 knots.
Fair enough.
And the only other thing that we need to do really is Luke's going to, then we're going to clear 29 left. If we get 29 left, we can't, well, we can sidestep to 29 right, we just haven't got an instrument approach to it. Very happy to sidestep if they want us to do that. I suspect they won't. As soon as we come off 29 left, Luke, we've got to make sure we don't cross the other runway. Would you agree? Because we come straight off there and bang, we're straight into the other runway, which is right next to it.
No.
Why not?
Because there's a stop bar.
There is a stop bar, but if we go zooming past it, then we're on the other runway. They're very close together.
Are they all? No, they're not category. They're not Cat 3 stop bars, aren't they?
I'm just making the point that we don't want to go trundling off thinking there's a taxiway there, because there's not. There's a runway.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. And then we'll go where they put us, and it will be on the north side because the south side is a military apron. Alrighty.
Yep.
Go around. Should it happen? For 29 left. As you said, it's a sharpish left turn.
Yeah.
So I'll just check this is in the box. What it says is go ahead for 1 mile and then 142 to Kaz, climbing to 7,000. Is that what you've got?
Yep. Got that.
Alright. So the go around brief would be, assuming I'm flying it, I'd call go around flaps 20.
Yep.
You're going to select the flaps 20 for me. Then what will you do?
Once you call positive rate, gear up.
Magic. I'll call for gear up. Away we go. I'll put the autopilot in.
Yeah.
We'll have terrain on, so we'll see the mountains ahead of us. So there'll be a good incentive to get the LNAV in at 400 feet.
Yeah.
And we'll clean up on VNAV. We'll select VNAV at about 1,100 feet, 1,000 feet above the airfield. Just let it go up in VNAV. Leave it. Sorry, no, we go up in toga, don't we now? Up to 7,000 feet, and then select VNAV when we level out. Okay. And then speed intervene, and we'll probably go to flat 5 on that. And then we'll do the after takeoff checks.
Cool.
ENSCC, yeah, Peter has got great information because he was flying them for how many years, Peter?
A lot.
A lot, too many.
A long time.
Yeah, too many.
Well, not as many as some, to be fair. I did have a little break onto other times.
Yeah, GBNO. This is the reason why I wouldn't be able to fly.
So on the approach, we have a thing that you call sink rate.
Yeah.
If the descent rate is higher than normally about 1,000 feet a minute.
Right.
So if I'm trying to get down on a 3.3 slope,
Yep.
to an airfield that's effectively 4,000 feet up, even with flap 30, I'm going to have quite a high rate of descent.
Yeah.
So I don't want you yelling sink rate at me all the bloody time. So we're briefing that out now by me saying we might get a sink rate. So if we do, shut up. But if it gets more than, I would suggest 1,200 feet a minute,
Yep.
then tell me, alright?
Do you want it? Is it the glide slope inhibit to disable sync rate call out?
No. No, the sync rate is just a GPWS thing.
Yeah.
For your closure rate with the ground. Yeah. But the call out we give is associated with the vertical speed. So
Yeah.
normally, if the vertical speed got more than 1,000 feet a minute, you would call sync rate regardless of the GPWS. And what I'm saying is, on the approach, we expect to see 1,000 feet a minute. Yeah.
Right.
So if it gets to 1,200 feet a minute, let me know.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Good.
Oh dear.
Lovely briefing, everybody's saying. 10 out of 10 coordination right there. If we do, shut up.
I love it.
Peter, will you be here Friday?
No, I won't. I'm afraid.
Oh,
I'm actually in another simulation on Friday. Actually.
Oh dear. Unless Unless not as good simulator.
Not as good simulator,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
a £10 million simulator.
Not as much banter.
Not as much banter and no horsing about. Yeah.
Oh dear.
A crew would, I'm not going to do it, but a crew would actually probably brief for something like a GPWS pull-up on something like this as well.
Right.
Because obviously you are closing the ground at a high rate, and you can trigger the GPWS.
Okay.
And even though you can see the runway ahead of you, you've still got to go around, no question, because you don't know what's caused it. So they would actually probably, I would think in at least 50% of occasions, the guy would actually brief for a GPWS pull-up as well. But we'll dispense with that brief, it just goes on and on.
Okay.
Very good, very good.
So, descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist, a recall.
Why not? Okay, while we're there, fuel's good. There is another airport right next to it that we can go to as an alternate, by the way, so we've got loads of fuel. Not that we're going to go there anyway.
No worries. Auto brake.
Set to.
Landing data.
Okay, FAB 30 BF144, 4040 for the ILS set cross check.
Approach briefing.
I'll just make sure I've got everything, if I may, off the bits and bobs there.
Yeah.
I didn't mention threats. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I can't think of anything that we haven't covered.
Okay. It's just a little bit with the VNav here going around that DME arc. If we do it, we'll talk about it as we get closer, okay? Transition November, say approach, go around, runway, flaps, stopping airports, navigates. Now I can see it's doing GPS, alternate we talked about, no that's good, we're cool.
Oh, descent checklist complete.
Thank you very much. You have control of the aircraft, I'll take the
control.
radios.
Peter, a question for someone. If you get the pull-up call out, do you have to abort and go around?
Yes.
Even if you brief for it in a situation like this?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Speedbird 47 Charlie, mark decimal 86.
Roger. Mark Sierra Romeo Tiger 7 report number. Flight number for Egypt Air 975 is decimal 797. Roger.
Catching somebody up by the sound of it. Years ago, I can't remember where it was now, on the Classic, we got a GPWS pull-up, which was a false, they used to have a lot of false GPWS pull-ups years ago, and we got a false warning, and the procedure was, if you got a false warning, you did a go-around, you had to fly around, if you came back in again, you got a false warning, you had to go around again,
Right.
and only on the third time were you allowed to disable it and fly it normally. And that was the only way you could fix it, but they got rid of the false warnings in the end.
Right.
They used to have a thing called rad-alt ramping,
Right.
where if you had rain below you, the radio altimeter would hit the rain area,
Right.
and it would read the height from the top of the rain area. And I saw that happen once, and it was bloody frightening because we were in a mild thunderstorm somewhere in Canada, and we were descending through about 9,000 feet, nothing else around, no mountains, nothing, and suddenly we got, 500 feet rad-alt warning. It really throws you because you're 9,000 feet. What the hell's a 500-foot warning? And it was this rain layer beneath us, just reflecting back up. Horrible.
Oh dear.
Horrible.
When was that the radio altimeter? that
Yeah,
was getting?
yeah, that's right. And BA changed a lot of their procedures after that, but subsequently I think they've improved the equipment, so it doesn't. I don't think it happens anymore.
You'd hope it filters it out.
Eh?
You'd hope it filters it out.
Yeah, you would really, wouldn't you? I remember because we came out of the back end of this thunderstorm, having had this GPWS pull-up. I can't remember where the airport was, Toronto or something like that. I just can't remember now. And then we had to go straight into a back course ILS approach to somewhere.
Oh my lord! Oh, great. Just what you want. backcoursing is not that common anymore, isn't it?
No, there's only a few of them around, but there are a few. I was given one at Miami a few years ago, not that long ago. The point being, of course, this aircraft, you can't use that.
No.
There's no such thing as a back course on here. So you just come down in LNAV.
Well, it was just the whole thing of backcourse was that it was taking advantage of an inherent flaw with the localizer.
Effectively, yeah. It was just interesting how you selected the ILS, because what you had to do, if you had a back course ILS, you would put it in like this.
Yeah.
Right? And then instead of putting 286 in,
you do the opposite.
You put 106 in. Like that, and it'll give me a message if I do that, obviously. But you'd have to do that, and then your presentation would be reversed, so you'd have something sensible to look at.
Yeah.
Someone said, Peter, just going back to what you were saying earlier, it says over the Atlantic you can also get radio altitude call-outs of 1,000 feet as you pass over the other aircraft.
Oh yeah, frequently. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Someone with a very interesting name has asked, Barrow 4040, what's the airport elevation?
What?
Someone's asked what the airport elevation is.
Oh, the airport elevation here is
really high.
3794 actually for the threshold.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high. Chaos says this is massively interesting. He could listen to Peter tell stories all day.
Oh God. I'm back on tonight. I'm doing another one tonight, aren't I? With Gary and Dave, I think.
Dave?
I think Dave, yeah.
Peter, you've ever been through severe turbulence?
Yep. Yeah, have.
It creeps up on you?
Not nice. Because if you go through thunderstorms, something the passengers never get to see, if you go through thunderstorms in an aircraft like this, the first thing that you get is static build-up. And these windscreens being vinyl, you get all this, like the pantograph generator type static thing.
Yeah.
You get all this beautiful feathered static going over the windscreens. And then about 30 seconds later you hit the bumps. No, it's not St Elmo's fire. A lot of people think it is. It's not. It's just the static on the windscreen. And St Elmo's fire occurs in front of the nose, and I've actually only seen it 2 or 3 times, and it's like a glow. 30 yards ahead of the nose on a jumbo, you just get this glow appears. And it's the air being separated and sent sideways around the nose. That's St Elmo's fire. The stuff on the windscreen is just static, but a lot of people call it that.
As well, you do get little sparking at the end of the static wicks as well.
Yeah,
like a little tree.
That's right, you do. Cool. It's very pretty. Right, shall we get descent and see what happens?
Yeah.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, request descent.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, proceed direct to Q Alpha Zulu and descend to flight level 290.
Direct Kilo Alpha Zulu, descend flight level 290, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Super, well done.
And then what was the altitude?
29.
Tehran controller, November 504, flight level 380.
That should start it off in a bit.
Yeah, it should go down at the appropriate point. So CAS at 8,000 above, which is nice. That's cool. And we've got the speed restriction in there as well. The only thing you'll have to watch is that the speed doesn't come back and catch you out on the clean speed. Yeah.
Right, yeah, of course.
So just be aware of that.
It doesn't protect you from doing anything like that.
No,
you have to monitor it yourself.
No, it doesn't, no.
Jimmy, no, the Elmo's fire or the static is no threat to the aircraft at all. It's the static discharges are designed that way to disperse of all the static, so no, there's no threat at all.
Why you get all the little on the scare bus? That's why you have the little probe sticking out on the wings, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they are. Static discharges. Yeah. Jumbo's got them on the wings, the winglet, the top of the tail, and the stab. On all the extremities.
And how many are there? You should know as an engineer.
Oh, several.
Eh?
Several.
They used to ask that as a route check question. How many static discharge wings have you got?
Many.
Got a clue. It's always a good wind up, that. How many discharge wings have you got? Oh, don't know. MEL question. How many discharge wings can you have missing on the aircraft?
It'll be in the MEL.
It will. Yeah.
One for Peter if he knows. Why does the turn trend indicator show up when in level flight? The turn trend indicator.
Why does it show up? It just shows you where your aircraft is going to be. I think it's in 10-second increments. I can never quite remember.
Okay.
It shouldn't show up in the cruise. Technically, it's like a mod situation that we've got in PSX. In the cruise, you wouldn't have it. I think that's the question that's been asked.
Right.
And I think it's probably one of Hardy's mods that he'll bring in the future.
Sure, yeah. Jeffrey, who am I an engineer for? Engineer for an airline. Not Airways though. Nearly there, guys.
So what I'd like you to do then, Luke, on the approach is be conservative, yeah?
Yep.
Because we don't want to be high energy down that approach, otherwise things are going to get very exciting.
No, of course.
So, if in doubt, stick flat barrel.
Cool.
That's a bumper sticker, isn't it?
There is another radial I'm going to stick in here, which actually I've just noticed. There's a 100 radial from the TRN. Did you see that one? It says on the plate, do not cross that. And obviously that's where the mountains are, so that makes a lot of sense.
I completely missed it out.
Yeah, so I've put that on, and that's our limit, if you like, for going through.
Cool. Right, that's the descent started.
Yeah.
Waddy, this is a fixed base send.
29.
See if the weather's changed, never know. Sounds very peaceful down there, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh, engines popped up and then went again.
A what?
Don't worry about it. It never came up.
Never came up, and then we've got an ACARS message as well.
It's only the weather. Got some oil. Descend flight level 230, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Running out of paper again. Alright, good. Good. Wind is 210 at 6, so straight across really at 6 knots, that's nothing, alright.
Cool.
No significant clouds, it's actually quite nice. 024 it still is. And we've got approach, who's still to come. I think he's going to be this fella. And then we've got tower and ground by the look of it.
Good stuff.
Flick the engine page up for a second, please, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, somebody. Thank you.
Flight level 230, Mehrabad 119.7, Speedbird 47 Charlie. They call themselves Mehrabad. Mehrabad.
Thanks, Luke.
Mehrabad radar, Speedbird 47 Charlie, with information Charlie, descending flight level 230.
So I didn't press the switch button.
Super guy, I don't think...
119.7, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Sorry. Right, try again. Mehrabad radar, Speedbird 47 Charlie, descending flight level 230 with information Charlie.
47 Charlie, identified, maintain present heading, descent flight level 200.
Present heading 105, descent flight level 200, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Okay, so you need to go to heading cell.
Oh, we...
Yeah, heading cell 105. That's it, lovely.
Does PSX simulate service-based failures? It doesn't at the moment, but I don't know if it's going to get implemented. But there is a massive wealth of failures that you can pump into it.
You might as well put terrain on yours, I think, Luke. There's no weather around.
Okay.
Direct Kilo Alpha Zulu, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
I don't need to do anything, I just need to put LNAV back in.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do it. Fine. LNAV green.
That's a bit pointless.
I can see Tehran.
I can see terrain.
Yeah.
Terrain in Tehran.
Tom, I think
So I
with...
think- Sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say, I think the big volcano is that thing just in our 10 o'clock. You can see it over the top of the...
Yeah.
at the moment. And there's the big sea out the left here on the left. Is it the Black Sea? Black Sea?
Oh,
Caspian
yeah.
Sea. Off the left-hand side, is the side of that mountain range. I think it's the Caspian. There it is.
Tom, I don't think they do. I think a lot of the Rolls Royces now send it automatically to their HQ in Derby.
So we are just within 20 minutes to landing. So I'll put the seatbelt signs on and cabin crew 20 minutes to landing. Like that.
I imagine probably some older aircraft if they were concerned. If maybe if the crew had reported it a few times, they might get the crew to record them for a particular engine, but I don't think it's a blanket thing for any aircraft or fleet or anything. 9 times out of 10, the engine manufacturers know about it before the airline does, so...
In terms of 10 checks, because obviously the airfield's elevated, would you adjust your 10 checks accordingly?
Yeah, good idea, can do. We'll do it at 15, shall we?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tom Chadders has got it for you.
When we get a bit closer, you'll see the two little green circles on the track, which will be the deceleration points that it aims for, which is always like a good reminder to start thinking about watching it bring the speed back, whether you might want to put some flaps down before it gets there, but we'll see what speed it comes back to.
If we got it, sorry, if we got it programmed in the VNAV though, then we'd expect it to manage the speed or to reduce the speed for us? Or
It should manage the speed. It's also got the 10,000 foot restriction in there as well. So by 10,000, or in this case, 10,000 it will be, it would come back to 240.
Okay.
And then after that it will be looking at that one as well. So probably pretty well in the same place, I would guess, looking at that.
Yeah.
Good ATC again.
Yeah.
Because the airport's in the middle of the city, really. So you're just coming in on a big built-up area.
How convenient.
Yeah.
LD Racer, yeah, it's just a printer off internet. Yeah, it's just a till roll, effectively. That's all it is. And a tiny little little laser printer.
A laser printer?
Cooking like Betty Crocker.
That's
Thank you for the host. Oh, there you go.
Yes, that's 800 feet to go now.
Is there anywhere in the world where the 250 below 10,000 doesn't apply? I don't know, really. I've always come across it, but I don't know if you have, Peter.
Somewhere on. Speedbird 47 Charlie reaching flight level 200. Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend flight level 150. Good enough for me. Okay, it's gone to VNAV alt, so push the button. Speedbird 47 Charlie 280, what would you like? There's the airport.
Maintain terminal speed, not point.
Okay, 280, speedbird 47 Charlie. That's 20 for 15, standard set cross checked.
Yeah, region Alpha 2. Region Alpha 2. Olivia 2. Olivia 2, good evening. Identify.
So it's hanging a bit high, but it's correcting slowly, so just keep an eye on that. There's the airport. See
Sorry, I did mean thermal printer, not a laser printer.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the volcano out there now.
What are engine inspection hours now? Depends. They only get pulled off the wing if there's something majorly wrong with them, but it's normally every 1,000 hours or something like that for a major check. Jeffrey, yeah, the QAR on a daily check, that's pretty paranoid, I think.
Yeah, it has the one.
Got a cracked windscreen.
Have I?
Yeah.
Where?
How the hell did you see that?
Down there.
Oh.
There's a small crack there, yes. I saw that the other day actually, yeah. Oh my god. We're gonna die 1,000 ago.
Seatbelt's on.
Yeah.
Hardik, yeah, but they, like Chaos has done, he's put the roster up. I think we're in India tonight. We get into India tonight.
Yeah. Speedbird. So, might be an idea to bring the speed back a bit now. Because it's all going to get... Yeah, bring it, wind it back to the up button.
We're speed restricted though.
Descent flight level 120, speedbird 47 Charlie. Cool, we're still in path, that's good. Yeah, so you can start managing the speed a bit now. So about 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet above the ground, the lights are on, the logo lights are on. Now we've still got standard set cross check. Little gross error check. We've got 40 miles to run and we're 11,000 feet above the runway, and of course we're high energy because of the altitude. You see, although we're doing 250 knots, our ground speed's 330.
Yeah.
So a lot of energy in there, so this is where you'd just watch your speed very carefully, particularly your ground speed. And I've just gone into cloud or something. So what I'll do is I'll put 243 in there anyway.
Yeah.
And then the prediction will be based on that speed, so that's nice and easy to see. And you know it goes to VNAV speed.
Yeah, Hardik, it's a link to the
window open.
flight board. Neil, we've got some software that we've written ourselves that puts the weather into D3D and PSX so they match up. Yeah, well, I think Worldflight is going quick. There has been a lot of tailwinds, but a lot of it in the dark. That's the
Well,
unfortunate
you're going
bit.
west to east, which makes it quicker, doesn't it? I can tell. I suppose if you went the other way around, it would. All the flight times would be significantly longer, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, 800 feet to go. Speed it out. No. Nine 9,500 1024 Speedbird 47 Charlie.
We'll go with flaps 1.
Yeah, good idea.
And now with your normal speed, we the big point for same of one along with 2 left.
You know what, we'll do flaps.
Normal speed, Roger, for 29 left, Speedbird 47 Charlie. So 9,500 I got, okay. Not sure why. And if Speedbird 47 Charlie, do you want us to proceed with the DME arc? Okay, so back to heading south. Heading 100, Speedbird 47 Charlie. That one you got? So you can come back to 200 knots now, there's no point bogging down wind at high speed.
Oh,
23 miles and we've got 7,000 feet to go, so
I don't know if everyone could do Worldflight twice a year. That's probably a bit of a big
so
ask.
don't go below the one
Yeah.
bug until you've got the speed, until you've got the flap rather. That's
Cubes,
it.
yeah, we not
Shall we
the
go flaps 5?
Why not
routes
flap
normally
front?
flip westbound and
So
eastbound.
sorry, set the QNH please.
Yep.
Down to an altitude now.
Was that the approach checklist?
Yeah, 1024, yours is a bit iffy.
So last year we
There you
went
go.
eastbound, this year we're going westbound.
10.5, 495, 1,000 to go.
Checked.
I think he's taking us on a radar vector level, but in this area we can go down to 10 in theory on the MSA, but once we're under radar vectors the rules change slightly, so as long as you're sure where you are, and I'm happy,
Right,
we'll go down to 9.5.
I'm going to get rid of these.
Yeah, clean up the map as they say.
Delete. Now because I didn't.
No, it's alright. Okay, so departures arrive. Departures 29 left. Intercept like that. Execute. There you go. Like that. Like that.
Tom, I missed that. I think it's probably that if it was still in LNAV it would just fly a 15-mile arc between
Yes.
the two waypoints. Can you change to fly a 748 on a 744 sim? I don't know. I think the performance and the indications and the FMC are a lot different. So I think you need to have two different type ratings to fly both of them.
I'm feeling comfy now. You can turn us in on the localizer.
9,000 feet, thank you,
So we could get terrain cautions. Heading 020, Speedbird 47 Charlie. We could get terrain cautions here, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
If we get them, we'll ignore any pull-ups because we know where we are, and there could be a slight software distraction from what the real machine would do. I'm not saying it would, but no point throwing the approach away for that. So he wants a 7-7 there, he's not giving us much chance to get down, so if I was you I'd get ready for the big drop, okay?
Yeah. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10. Yep.
I'll bring it back to.
Yep. Because we've still got 6,000 feet to lose and we're only 20 miles out. So a bit of a dirty dive coming maybe. Eight 8,000 feet, heading 320, cleared ILS 29 left, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
8,320
Same.
localizer.
So you're right on the glide slope now, okay? See how that's gone? As you turn in. So we'll just keep following the glide slope. I suggest put it in VS, yes? Agree with that? Cool. That's looking nice.
1,000 feet will do.
He's done a good job of that actually. So we can now, I suggest we come back to the 10 bug, which you can do. Cool. Just gets you down a bit faster. Well, gets your speed back a bit faster. 1,000 to go. This is where, for real, you might have to cheat a little bit on the altitude. You can see that point is 7.7.
Yeah.
So notwithstanding what he's given you, he's clearly for the approach. So actually, you might tweak that down to 7.7 to make sure you get on the localizer before you, or even that, yeah. Before you don't want to go too low though, because of the terrain around here to 7 to 8,000 really. So I would, 1,000 feet a minute's a bit much. Just VS that back to about 300. Don't worry if you're a bit high. If you get too low, you might get a terrain warning. Bring it back to about 300. That's good. Just trying to nurse it onto that glide slope, onto the localizer before you get the glide slope really.
Style, I think if VNAV gets it wrong, it's probably wrong because of the information that the crew is
Super, so now you can press hold, make sure we don't get any lower. Cool.
If VNAV gets, if VNAV is wrong, it's because the crew have done something wrong, so...
Speedbird 47 Charlie, established 29 left.
Ignition 1 2 miles from touchdown, continue on below contact, caller 118.1, copy that.
118.1, Speedbird 47 Charlie, thank you. Right, so the rest is just your management of the approach. Therabad Tower, Speedbird 47 Charlie, ILS 29 left.
Radio altimeter.
Standing by, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Laps 20.
Laps 20. So that was a rad alt call, and we are within 2,500. Yeah, it's because we've just gone over a ridge of hills here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to put 7 in for the go around there. All right.
Yep.
So we're still 10 miles out from runway, and that makes sense on the altimeter.
How far out are we again?
Well, 9 on
miles.
the DME.
Oh, right, okay.
9 on the DME, which is to threshold, so that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll get another rad alt in a minute.
Yeah.
So that ridge of hills could easily set off GPWS, of course, if you have a high rate of descent as you approach them.
Very nice.
Can't really see the airfield at the moment.
No, I'm hoping there's an airfield out there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Looks a bit Fergie.
Does a bit.
Or hazy.
Radio altimeter.
There you go again.
Hey, gear down, please.
Okay, gear down. So we've got nearly 1,000 feet a minute coming down here. Remember how we briefed for that?
Yeah.
We're so ahead of the game, it's frightening, isn't it, really? It's frightening.
Have you done this before, Peter?
And we can go straight to flaps 30. Correct?
Once the gear's down, yes, straight to 30.
Yep, flaps 30.
Do that now, why not? Yeah, okay, flaps 30. Plus 5 is good for me. Still can't see a runway. Something's coming in. So, landing checks then. It says here, speed brake.
Is armed.
Landing gear.
Is down and locked.
Flaps.
30.
Cabin report.
Received.
The landing check's complete.
Perfect.
Oh, just give me plus 5 on the VREF, please, Luke.
That,
So what you do is you park the magenta bug just on the top of the ref writing. Turn it left.
Yep.
No, hang on. Just on the top. Give it to me.
Okay.
Just there.
Oh,
See how the
okay.
bug's just on top of the ref writing?
Yeah.
That's plus 5. Roger. Gate land 29 left, speedbird 47 Charlie. Visual. Think. Something out there.
Chaos entertaining is a word I would use, but yes, it's been a good trip this.
Excuse me.
You're not nervous, are you? Because I'm not.
Me. Alright, stable. Visual, I have control.
You have control.
All throttles under my thumb. That's out.
So we're 975, establish localizer 29 left.
Puppies don't tie in very well, do they? But I think the profile looks good. Just going to go a bit high on those puppies because I think we are a bit low. I'm inclined to believe the puppies more than the ILS.
Waiting landing clearance for Eastern Air 975.
There we are. Otherwise you're scraping it in, aren't you? Yeah? That looks a bit better. Okay, that's better. Wide runway then.
50 above.
Very.
Decide.
Full reverse.
Full reverse.
Uh,
100 knots.
uh,
80 knots.
Reverse idle.
Idle reverse.
Yeah, idle reverse.
60 knots.
Thank you.
Forward idle.
Forward idle. You did it before, you said. Actually, there's no need for you to actually ask me. You can just do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be right. Taking the auto brakes out. They're all over there, aren't they?
Oh, lovely.
Actually, that's just AI, I think. So I'll take this one.
Yep.
Yeah, that landing rate thing got programmed by Crag, so it might not be accurate.
I'm not really worried.
And where are we at the moment?
So I'll hold short of the other runway.
Camero, thank you for that. Well done.
Bravo. Bravo 5, okay. Make it.
Cleared 47 Charlie. First activate to the right, and holding point to runway 29 right. Caution other aircraft is departing from runway 29 right for now.
Copied.
That hold short.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, right, and hold short Bravo 5 for departing traffic, speed with 47 Charlie.
There's not a lot of room, is there?
No,
Bit tight.
a little. Just a whittle type.
You see anyone?
No.
Peter, have you been into Tehran before?
Actually, I haven't. I thought I had. And I'd look at my logbook when I knew we were coming here, and it appears I've not. Of course, this is a newish airport, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't think I have. We used to fly around some weird and wonderful little places years ago on 707, places like Baghdad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think I thought I'd been here, but
Okay.
obviously not.
So there should be a, looking at the chart here.
Taxiway, yeah.
Well, there's a taxiway that goes right, which is Alpha 5.
There's a
but then-
jinky one over there, isn't there? Something?
But that's Alpha 5.
All right.
And then there's meant to be November 1 in front of us, which doesn't
No,
exist.
there's not. No.
So it looks like we don't have a choice.
How about a Turkish prison, Peter? Have you ever been in one of those?
Oh God! Did you watch that movie? What was it called? Don't you know the one I mean? A guy in a Turkish prison. There's a movie about it. Years ago.
Airplane, wasn't it?
No. Yeah.
Seddington, when the aircraft says decide, some people say something like land. Is that required, or is it just a thing an individual does? Every airline has their own way of doing it. Peter earlier called visual, which means that you can see the
You always
runway,
do
you can
clean up.
see his
Yeah,
landing
you can bring
cues.
those up. That's right. Yeah.
So he didn't need to say land. If we were in an auto land, then yes, the call would have been land or continue.
There's something a bit iffy about those minima because we're only 60 feet above them.
Yeah.
I think that was cross the runway, contact 1217, but just check with him.
Just confirm, cross 29 right and 121.7 for 47 Charlie.
I'd hate to taxi in front of someone.
No.
Mungo, Peter flew 747s.
Correction, good evening, John 1471, established runway 29 left.
See anyone up there? No.
No, I can't see anyone.
If I just jink round, see if there's anyone there. Hang on a minute. That's probably the best way.
I've got one landing, I don't see anyone else.
Okay, we're off then. We'll go.
Okay.
Straight on, please. Wouldn't do that for normal, but there you go. Good enough for our purposes.
Whatever. Okay.
Angle 0, score 23, squawk 1526, expect vectoring after departure. Okay, squawk 1523, expect vectoring after departure. Thank you.
Ground Speedbird 47 Charlie is vacating to 9 right. Ground Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Last station calling on relay vector.
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
47 Charlie, say again please.
47 Charlie is vacated to 9er via Alpha 5 and we're now heading on apron 4. He doesn't know what's going on.
I'll just park it, shall I?
Yeah.
After landing checks, please.
Peter, what did you fly in BA before the 7-4?
Triple.
Okay.
And the classic.
Manila ground, good evening, Tehran 75, holding short to
After landing complete.
right.
See if we can get him, just to be polite. Spend the evening with him.
Metro 975, welcome to Merabat International Airport. Taxi to gate at
Topher, yeah, we're still in the garage.
direct runway 2 on right, then Alpha 2.
I'm going to go between these two and up there, I think is what I'm going to do.
Thanks for Master Rage, Pair 975.
I'm going to go around the back of this bloke and park it in there, I think.
Ground Speedbird 47.
Ground level.
No worries.
Ground level 001, holding short runway 29 right. 001, contact Merabat Tower, 1 decimal, 1 decimal, 1 correct.
Gonna park in here.
I'm going to go up there and park somewhere down there, yes, I think.
Okay.
In fact, this looks like a parking gate.
It is.
That'll do then, we'll have this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's already started.
Yes, I did it for you.
Oh,
Teamwork, mate. Teamwork.
not people.
Lights off then, please.
Yep.
Right, I'll just edge in a bit, because otherwise people are going to be knocking our tail off, actually.
Yeah, we're quite. I'd go up right up to where the cone is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry, the fire extinguisher.
Vacated, sir. Vacated runway is vacated. I am on the taxiway.
A little bit more. I think we're there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You're welcome, sir.
Right, so,
Oh,
you did the after landing checks.
yep.
Good. Power brake hopefully is set.
Okay.
You're doing that bit.
Yeah, I
hang
know.
on. Okay, so shut down. Slow.
Is it 2 and 3 first?
No, all of them. All of them.
All of them?
Just chop them all, yeah. Down to that one. I'm going to have to slow up your hands. They zoom around the cockpit. What you do that for? That's not the sequence, is it, mate?
Oh.
You do that one, and you slowly move your hand up and switch off fuel pumps. Nice and slow. Nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Nice, slow. And you slowly move your hand to the beacon, switch it to the off. Slowly move to the status, check that. Slowly down to the transponder, make sure it's 2000. Slowly move your hand up to there, put that to off. Slowly reach for the checklist. Yes, please, shut down check.
Shut down checklist. Parking brake.
Is set.
Hydraulic demand pumps.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Beacon.
So I was just slowing you up. Off.
Doors.
They are to go to manual, actually. Let's do that. Cabin crew, doors to manual, please, and cross check. There we go. Should go.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Transponder.
2000 standby.
Seatbelt signs.
They are off.
A-cars post flight. I'll just do that one.
Okie dokie. Right, good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks
Nice
for your
trip.
support.
Well done, Peter.
And I'm off for 2 or 3 hours now, and I'll come back in a slightly inebriated state, possibly for the
Coffee
I think I'm not social secretary or something later on. I think I can't remember what I'm doing now. But no, I'm not. I don't think I'm flying it. So thanks very much for watching everything. You got Gary next, I think. No, you haven't. Sorry, you got who've we got? Do you know?
Andy, myself, and I can't say for the social secretary.
Okay. Oh, so you've got Flight Sim Labs Andy, and I think this might be the one where we do the. Is this for the software, Matt? Is that
yes.
Okay,
this
so
is for another copy of the FS Labs A320X, donated by Chaos Dispenser. There'll be a raffle on the next flight. It means when you donate, your name will go into a bowl, and you'll be entered into the raffle for a copy of the A320X, or FSX or P3D whenever it comes out, and whichever you choose. But Andy from FS Labs is flying the next leg, so you'll be able to ask him some questions. And again, yeah, donate, and for a donation you could win a copy of what I think is one of the most up-to-date sims for FSX and prepared.
Oh, will be when it comes out.
That's right, when it will be. Might fly, do you think you'll fly an Airbus, Peter?
Wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue. No.
So stick around, guys, for that. We will see you shortly. Thank you very much.
Ground John 1471, we're holding short of runway 29 right at Bravo 7. Traffic 147 bar. Traffic 147 back direct on the turn on right, yeah, first left to the left, Alpha 6, expedite, okay, thank you. Just confirming we can cross runway 29 right, John 1471.